Hello, welcome back to the Introvert Circus. I'm Sassafras. Sirius may join us at some point, and today we are going to be doing a massive clicker sound comparison. I did a little tiny clicker sound test on my Instagram when I got this hilarious hot dog clicker off of Amazon. Spoiler, it actually has a really great sound. And I got asked if I would do a clicker comparison, and it was so much fun. I decided I wanted to compare all of the different types of clickers that I have so we can see what they sound like. I used to have more. I don't know about you, but I use clickers all the time. Also got asked to talk a little bit about clicker training. I love clickers. I love clicker training. I use them quite often. They are a modality of positive reinforcement training where we are able to communicate really clearly to our dogs through training with a clicker, because it allows us to pinpoint really specific behaviors, movements, etc., in ways that is much harder to do with language. It's a very clear marker. Clickers become a secondary reinforcer because they are paired with a primary reinforcer. And so dogs associate the sound of the clicker with knowing that a reward is coming. That primary reinforcer is generally food. And so it lets us to, especially with trick training, which is a lot of what we talk about here on this channel, lets us reinforce really specific, really precise behaviors very, very quickly. And so our dogs can make that connection of, oh, that's what we're looking for. Cool. It's also really helpful with shaping, a different modality of learning, where, as opposed to like luring, where dogs are, where we are marking behaviors as they occur in order to get to a finished behavior. All of that's more complicated than what we're doing today. If you want to hear me talk more about that, let me know. I can make a video about that. But today we're going to compare the sound of clickers. So here is my bowl of clickers. We have a few different kinds that we're going to try. I used to have more. Like I said, I use clickers all the time. But the sorts we're going to compare are the amazing hot dog clicker, the very fancy, this is the most expensive clicker I have ever purchased, the clicker ring from Click & Co. You can get from Karen Pryor Academy. This is just a really classic button clicker. It was very cheap on Amazon. Got them in like a bulk pack of, I think, 12. Here's an old school box clicker. This is from Rally Freestyle Elements. Love them. I think I got this at Clicker Expo a couple years ago. Here is a different, again, old school box clicker. This is the one from Petco from probably 10, 15 years ago. They've had around forever. And then these are fancy button clickers, which is just that they are from Clicker Expo conference. So these are like official Karen Pryor Academy clickers, or like Clicker Expo conference clickers. So let's listen to the clicker sound. So the sound, this is mostly just for fun. Obviously, this is not a scientific study of these clicker sounds. These clickers have all been used a bunch. That can impact the sound of the clicker. I don't have a sound sensitive dog, so, and I've never had a dog who was sound sensitive to the sound of clickers. So for me, that the look for a quiet clicker has never been something that I have prioritized. If you are looking for a quiet clicker, there are clickers that do have a quieter sound, which can be really helpful if you find the sound of clicks aversive. Some people do, I don't. Or if you have a sound sensitive dog who is still learning what clickers are. So let's get started. Let's just start with, this is the Amazon Basics one. I got it again in a set. I think it was either 12 or 15 or something for very cheap. Very nice clicker sound, classic clicker. Here is the hot dog clicker. Kind of a deeper click. I really do like this hot dog clicker. It's also shockingly ergonomic. Very nice. Here is a Clicker Expo branded Karen Pryor Academy clicker. I think it's actually, again, not a sound engineer here. I think it's kind of between. Those are pretty close. It's actually, this is a really good dupe, I will say, for the Karen Pryor clickers. Hi. She's like, why are the clickers happening? Hi. I thought you might wake up from your nap when you heard clickers. I know. I love you. I love you. So then we have this, what I call like the old school box clicker. I remember when these were like really hard to find and really exciting to find in the 90s. I remember winning one at an agility trial raffle and being super excited. I do really love the sound of an old box clicker. There's something about it I find very, very pleasing. Yeah, and this is like the see-through-y. I think it is like the iMac style again, because I'm an aging millennial. Love that. This is that bigger clicker. I don't like this one, both in terms of size or sound, nearly as well as these box clickers. In terms of accessibility though, I will say, I think the advancement of the button clicker has been great. I know a lot of people really struggled to use and manipulate this kind of box clicker while training. This, you can press it with your hand. You can press it against your palm. You don't need to have the same precision of where you're able to press it to get that click sound. And then last, and certainly not least, is the very fancy clicker ring. It's adjustable. I think these are expensive. I think it's like a $15 clicker. I think I reviewed it when I first got it on this channel. This is by far the quietest clicker I have. You can use it against your thumb. I really like it. I do use it often. It's very easy if you're also working with props, which is something that we do a lot because tricks are our primary sport. And so we do a lot of prop work. It's very easy to use while training. It's incredibly easy to lose. I misplace it constantly. It often ends up in my purse, on my desk, in my office, in here, on a shelf. Often not in the clicker bowl where it's supposed to live, but yeah, so that is all of the clicker sounds. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know what your preferred clicker is. I think that honestly, as fancy as this is, and I do enjoy it, it's not my go-to always, because I lose it all the time. I am, for aesthetics, the hot dog clicker. For practicality, I do really like this, just a classic button clicker. But for sound, there is something for me that will always resonate about an old school box clicker. I'd love to know if, like me, you are a clicker nerd and have preferences about your clickers. Let me know in the comments, or you can tell me that you have never thought about this and that I have like reached some different level of dog nerddom that is beyond you, and that you do not want to drop to the level that I have sunk to. I hope that you and your dogs are having a fantastic day. We will see you again in another video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know if you have any video requests, and don't forget to have fun with your dogs.